Hi, I'm Mike Crabb.
And I'm Lori Schultz. Welcome to the show.
We'll have some caffeinated conversation.
And maybe some special guests along the way.
Who knows where the conversation will go? You're out for coffee with Mike and Lori. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Out for Coffee.
With Mike and Lori.
It's good to see you, Lori. How are you?
It's good to be seen, Mike. I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I feel like it's been a while. This is our longest stretch since we've done our last episodes, and
we're back in Zoom.
We're back in the Zoom world. I'm summoned back to the closet. It's kind of cozy in here, though. I do kind of admit. It's kind of
You miss being in the closet, Mike?
Sometimes it has its fun. Glad I took care of that years ago.
Okay.
But it's not the same as being in person, but I'm really glad that we're still able to find these ways to make it work and hang out a bit. And I will admit it is kind of nice to roll out of bed and 20 minutes later set this up and jump into it instead of having to make a whole production of getting ready. Oh, God forbid I have to put some effort into my appearance before leaving the house.
Are you wearing pants?
Yes, I'm wearing shorts.
Don't stand up. Dear God, don't stand up.
Hold on. I'm wearing pants. Of course I am. Let's do a little morning cheers to our
Good
coffee.
Morning,
here.
everyone.
Oh, I really need a sip. I haven't had one yet. Oh,
look at my new mug. Well, it's not new. I mean, it's new for us. I haven't used it yet for us.
What's it say? Snake tongue brew?
It's Dr. Howell and Sons Incorporated Snake Tongue Brew, and there's a snake on it.
Ooh, fitting for creepy crawlies, which that episode's out now. Is that like a themed mug from something?
It's from my Halloween decor, which just made it into my everyday decor.
Oh, but it's not like what's his name?
Dr. Howell and Sons. I don't think that's anything. I got it one time at Winners.
Oh.
You know how Winners and HomeSense have really awesome Halloween decor? When you go in there and there's classy stuff?
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of their clothing stuff. I feel like it's not the same shopping for guys as it is for girls at places like that. However, their home stuff is, really nice.
Yeah. Well, and at HomeSense, you're not going to get a lot of the clothing anyway, Mike. Unless you want to wear a pillow.
Well, a tree skirt as a shawl really makes a nice look. So
that is true. Speaking of a nice look, since we've last been together, look at how my hair is growing.
It's getting there, eh?
It's all nice and although I've got my my Mo Howard bangs right now.
Who's Mo Howard?
Jesus, Murphy. What do you mean, who's Mo Howard?
Who's Mo Howard?
Rob, help me.
Ouch. I'm laughing as I'm listening here because who's Mo Howard? Okay. Mo Howard is the centerpiece of the Three Stooges.
Oh, Mo. Oh,
Mo.
Yes.
Literally, if you just said Mo. If you just said Mo, I would actually know what you mean. The Howard really threw me.
Okay, Lori, apparently you and I are just, a little past it.
We're old, Rob.
Oh, okay. I didn't want
No, but we have really good taste.
Didn't want to use the O word. But
yes, I can handle it.
It's like, yeah.
Oh.
I do. I've got that Mo look, except maybe it should have been more bangs. I don't know.
Well, it's not too late.
One time I had a dream. Not in the whole Martin Luther King sense, but an actual dream. Right. I've given up on those kind of dreams long ago, Marty. Sorry. I don't have dreams like that anymore. But this was a dream that I was making out with Mo from the Stooges.
I feel like he'd be a bit of a sloppy kisser. Did you wake up and mean he was licking your face?
No, but at least he was in color.
You didn't have a black and white dream?
No, it wasn't just me in color with a black and white guy. Yeah. So anyway, you're a little stressed out in your life when you're dreaming about swap and spit with Mo from the Three Stooges.
That's quite the adventure to take.
I have problems.
Mo's got problems now too. You mentally
Mo's got problems. So I'm rocking my Mo hair today.
Hey, well, if you're rocking it, that's what counts, right? If you got it, own it, flaunt it, take it out there, make everyone love it.
Yeah. And I love the Three Stooges.
Oh, I do too. I actually grew up. This is probably more my teen years. It would be like on one of those like obscure channels that you never watch, somewhere between channel like 11 and 18. I can't remember, but it was always like Saturday afternoon. There would be Three
Uh-huh.
Stooges on, and my dad, my brother, and I would watch it. My mom hates the Three Stooges, hates it. So it was always kind of the guy thing. We would always hang out and watch it. Had a lot of fun with it. And a few years back, they released a movie with
They
like
did
Will Sasso
as Curly.
and
Yeah,
yeah, and what's his name? Jack from the not from The Office. What am I talking about? Jack from Will and Grace. What's that actor's name? This
Jack.
is clearly a coffee sip
Jack
moment.
from Will and Grace.
You know, he played
I know who it is.
Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played
Anyways,
Larry?
he did. And here's the thing, they actually did a really great job of recreating it. It's a fairly funny movie. Sofia Vergara's in it. And I was like, Sofia Vergara's playing Sofia Vergara. She's like gorgeous woman, lots of money. And I was like, is this going to be any decent? And I got it on DVD because it made me real chuckle. LOLs
I
while I
may
was
have to
watching
borrow
it.
that movie from you.
Yeah, you should. It was a pretty good
Huh.
time. I thought they did it pretty decent justice for a reboot in a way.
I am the Mo of my friend group.
I I'm the Mo of my friend group too, if you know
Are
what I
you?
mean. Yeah, the homo. Oh no, okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna take it.
that's you know what? That's not where I was going with any of that, but you know what? I can see you're pulling it off. I can see it. All right. I just meant that I'm the leader.
You're the one who bonks the coconuts together.
That's right. Whoop, 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 whoop. But you know,
Listen
it's
here,
funny you say
musclehead.
that. It's funny that you say that you watched it on Saturdays with your dad and your brother,
Mhm.
because that's one of my actually favorite memories from when my dad and still lived with us is Saturday mornings. We would go grocery shopping up at Dominion when Dominion still was
Was a
around.
thing. Yeah.
And then we would have lunch and we would watch the Three Stooges downstairs in the rec room with whatever lunch we just bought from the grocery store. Usually there was ham involved from Meatland. We went to a butcher shop called Meatland.
It sounds
There
like
was
a
no
fantasy land
guessing.
come true.
Yes. For me, yes. You know how I'm a carnivore. You know how I'm a carnivore.
We do know that about
Um,
you.
well, the one time I meant to tell somebody that I was a carnivore and I accidentally said cannibal. And I meant carnivore. Like, no, wait, no, something was said. Not right. Hold on. Not a cannibal.
But still
But
kind
I
of
am
the
a
same
carnivore.
thing. Carnivore still covers both bases, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
Where was I going with this now? Oh, anyway, so Meatland, ham, sandwiches, downstairs, rec room, Saturday morning, Stooges with dad. And then we would watch the Saturday afternoon movie on WQLN out of I think
Ooh.
it was Cleveland or something like that. Somewhere in Ohio, I think. It was I think it
What
was Cleveland.
what types of
And
movies would they play? Were they like oldie movies or were they like
they were older. Well, I mean, it was a long time ago, so maybe they were newer back
I'm
then.
feeling my
I don't know.
TBS Superstation Sundays when it would always be like Overboard or I
Yeah,
would drive like there was always the like those movies that were on weekends. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type
yeah,
movies and stuff like
yeah.
that.
These weren't comedies really. These were more. A lot of times we'd watch the horror movies,
Oh, of course,
like obscure
naturally.
little Dracula Lake or something that wasn't really a big popular thing, but
Right.
um, it was good for a couple hours on a Saturday afternoon after the Stooges and a belly full of ham sandwiches from Meatland.
That sounds like a nice day.
Yeah, it was good, and it was every Saturday.
It was
So I got
like,
to be quite the Stooge connoisseur.
oh, look at you.
I know.
Oh, know a
So
thing or
I
two.
have Stooges stuff on DVD.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, classic episodes.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that sounds like a fun afternoon. Maybe once we are making a lot of plans for when the world opens up, but
Yeah.
having a ham sandwich at Lori's house while watching some Stooges sounds
Yeah.
like one that could shoot pretty high to the top of the list.
My dad's ghost will join us.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Be rattling some some shit in the kitchen, tell him to shut up.
Right in there. And no, you can't have any ham.
Not enough to go around.
No.
What
His
do you-
ham days are over.
what do you want to talk about today, Lori?
Whatever.
We're doing it.
Well,
This
you
is
know
it.
what? There's a lot of things, Mike, out there that bug me. Surprise,
Oh,
everyone.
is that a thing?
Surprise.
Like
Yeah,
what?
pet peeves.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
pet peeves. Okay.
And can I tell you right now, one of them?
Of course. Go
The
for it.
worst possible moments for me is when I get stuffed up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like today, we're recording on this Zoom for our little show here that we got going, and I can't breathe through my nose today.
Oh
That's a pet
no.
peeve because it's like the universe conspires against me sometimes. Like, oh, you have stuff to do today? You have to be recorded today for broadcast? Well, why don't we just seal your nostrils? How about that?
Throw a little struggle your way. Oh.
It's
Well,
allergy season. That's the problem. It's allergy season.
it's getting pretty. It's normally I'm like fairly unaffected by it, but it's been hitting me too. And then it turns into one of those things where you're like, you really wonder, am I ever gonna breathe normally again? And then you think back to all the days where you got to breathe out of both nostrils, clear as day, and you realize you
Good
took it
old
for
days.
granted. And
That's right. And I just sit there in pine in bed for the good old days, and I weep. I lament for the days when I could actually have two nostrils.
Those were the days.
I have giant adenoids.
What's an adenoid?
What's an adenoid? Damn it, Mike.
Is this in your face?
It's in your up in your nose there.
Isn't that your sinuses?
Well, you have sinuses too, but you can have more than one thing.
Well,
a lot of times when kids get their tonsils out, they get their tonsils and adenoids out. I don't know.
You can remove an adenoid, you can't remove a sinus. So it is.
No, you shouldn't. You should. If someone offers to take your sinuses, you might want to rethink that. Do not let someone come in and take your sinuses. Okay.
Hold on, I have a sinus question. What good? This is probably a stupid question. What good is the sinus for?
Well, Mike, my medical degree tells me I don't know.
I was gonna say it doesn't tell you
I don't
shit.
have one. I don't have a medical degree. All I know is that sinuses cause me more trouble than anything else.
So then why keep them? Get rid of them.
Like sinus pressure, I get it in here. I get sinus headaches. I get sinus infections. Have you ever had a sinus infection?
I haven't, and I dread the day.
That is not fun.
No, that's
not fun. But I've always had upper respiratory issues. I grew up having ear aches and ear infections, and as you know, I have asthma, so that's why sometimes it sounds like I've just, chain smoked 18 packs of cigarettes.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, this whole time?
No, cigarettes. One of my biggest pet peeves.
Just smoking in general?
I'm not even going to apologize to anybody out there who's a smoker. If you smoke, just don't do it around me, and I don't even want to hear about it because it's disgusting, and it sets my asthma off so badly. I have like a sixth sense when it comes to cigarettes. If I'm driving in the
Jesus, what is happening?
Well, I just knocked my coffee off.
Oh no!
Hold on 1 second.
You go for it.
To not get electrocuted here. Hold on a second. I just see. I get all animated. I'm talking about all this stuff.
Rob, yes, what is going on?
On the issue of safety, maybe we should.
We'll take a quick break, everyone. We'll be back in just
I think we'll take a quick break. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you guys in just a minute.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Oh man.
Hey, at least it took you this long to spill. I remember on our first recording with Liz in our first session.
Yes.
I remember having my little Contigo to go thing, and you're supposed to let the steam out of it before you pour it because it builds up inside. And I remember we were setting up with Liz. We were a second away from hitting record, and I poured my drink without letting the steam out, and it shot all over my notebook and all over my.
You guys still hear me?
Yeah, yes. We can hear you fine.
Yeah, but you did knock your microphone out the way.
I can't hear you guys anymore.
No. Oh. Can you hear us now that you're unplugged? Maybe not. I'll just keep chit-chatting to see. I'll just talk in circles. Lori. Oh, she just used an old t-shirt to clean up.
What?
Can you hear us? No.
The light's gone out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I bet this is Wayne coming, giving her a smack for some for bad talking to him, not giving him ham.
Oh my God.
Can you hear us
I think
yet?
I've just turned the volume way down. I don't know. No, wait.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
I
No
can't
problem
hear
this whole
you.
time.
I have lost my audio.
Maybe I'll give her a call on the phone, Rob.
Sure.
Just to see.
At this point, it's clear that Lori's attempt to give her laptop a bath with her morning coffee have resulted in some difficulties that we're not going to be able to overcome today. With our apologies, we're going to sign off for today, and we'll see you again in our next episode. Thank you.
Do you have questions, comments, or ideas for a future show? Reach out to Mike and Lori on their social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or email us at mikeandlorisocials@gmail.com.